On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Get down, get down.
Here's Carr to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! White 90! White 90!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. To Mixon on the check down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent. and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy Sideline.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Hut.
Kaiser on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Down! You're waiting! Got 4 down,
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Carr now on first down. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Yo, Chief.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. It's caught. Jones. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Where's 52? Black 52. 52's alive.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Flex round! Flex round! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Flex round! Flex round! We got it.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Ohio! Ohio! Go, go, go. Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now from the 50. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, 39 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Philip Dorsett, 40 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. Intended that time for Cooper.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Over! 52's the mic, boy, 52. Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Spinning past him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find the open man as Jamal Moore. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Check nickel, nickel, nickel! Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
And the pitch goes to Mixon. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got three.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Cooper was the intended target. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Carr throwing on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Carr now on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
29. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here's Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they take a knee. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.